I would like to welcome everybody on behalf of XOP Association. And I would like to mention that this is a conference that is actually a part of a rescue project. Which actually the title of the conference is taken from the title of the project that is playing with that stands for regeneration of disused industrial sites through creativity in Europe. And basically, the idea behind this conference is to discuss different kinds of industrial heritage situation, if I may put it like this, in a sense that it is not only about architectural sites that are huge, but it's also about a different kind of historical and social aspects that are left behind and could still be present within the imagery of places or societies. So in that sense, the idea is to tackle upon different kind of practices that are coming from various perspectives, from research perspectives, from artistic perspectives, from architectural perspectives, and to tackle the what are the specific urgencies of a specific site and how far are they basically regenerated, in a sense, if this regeneration comes as something that is longer, or as something that is just, for to put to put a light on it and then go further, and this is what you do. So this is one of the questions. Also, one of the main questions for this conference could be, what does it work for industrial heritage and under what conditions? So what it makes sense to do around certain site or certain heritage that is left within the city, and how to tackle this. But before I give the floor to our dear guests, I would like to mention that in other conditions that would not be COVID-19 conditions, we would maybe meet in person, and then in that case you would be in the XOP city, which is Maribor in Slovenia, and then we would maybe tackle some of the industrial sites that are in the Maribor. And this is what I would like to share with you now. So if you could imagine that we would take you to some of the sites. So this is like a 3D scan of Kibla 2 lab, which is done by Žiga Pavlović, head of the lab. So basically, this is a site of former textile industry in Maribor, which is actually one of the sites. There was so many of them actually, and some of them are in usage, some of them are not. For example, this is the case of MTT, Maribor Textile Industry Factory. That was actually a space that doesn't have appropriate infrastructure. But recently it started to be used by Art Gallery Maribor for temporary exhibitions, and basically exhibitions, but also some discussions and so on. I also want to mention that another example that I would like to show you is Kibla Portal, which is used by Kibla organization since 2012 as a gallery space, and it's also it's a huge complex, so it's also in a way living object that is not empty, but it's actually used by different kind of companies apart from the gallery space. Also, when it comes to kind of Maribor context, I think it's very important to mention a wonderful research endeavor of Institute for Contemporary History and Museum of National Liberation from Maribor. And it was on economy of Maribor in 20th century. So here there were like different kind of historical perspectives on also from statistics to historical to social aspects of what happened with the workers in Maribor and what happened with the specific, well, maybe it was not so much about the specific spaces, but still you could kind of put things on the map and understand its history as well as its impact. For us is of course very much interested this so this is oh, wait a second. I have both the same, huh? Okay, anyway. No, it's not. Here it is. Here is the Qibla portal. So it's a textile factory actually that is very I mean textile history in Maribor had a really huge social and economic and historical impact, and for that reason I think Chiara, your lecture is also very important for us, even though you don't necessarily tackle the specific Maribor case. But I think it has really, I think it's a really good example when we talk about industrial heritage, especially because it really had a big, I mean, it had the biggest employment in Maribor, and it provided the most working places. And in that sense, it like first strikes also in the end 80s and beginning of 90s were actually by textile workers. So this also went into the political impact. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to mention just that we will hear from Zahra Mani, who is also representing one of the partners on the rescue project, Klanghaus. We will hear what they are doing, but also she will introduce rescue project more in detail. Then we will hear from Chiara Bonfiglioli on the specific working conditions, especially when it comes to female workers within the textile industry context. And then we will hear also from Božena Končić Badurina, who also tackles certain aspects of certain social aspects of working conditions within the factory, and also of course the site itself. Also, Dora, Chatzi, Rodopoulou did an extensive research on industrial heritage sites all over Europe and how are they reused, and she will present us a couple of cases. And also we will hear about enthusiastical revival of abandoned industrial site from architect Miha Lovše. And last but not least, we will hear about the specific conditions in which Center for Contemporary Culture Krak in Bihać came about, and what are its plans for the future. So thank you very much for being here with us.